Welcome to PlaneGuyRC, where we test them and crash them so you don't have to. Let me go grab the plane and I'll show you what we got here today. Today we're flying the E-flite Night Timber X Evolution, and here's what you need to know while we get it ready to fly. This bird's got a 1.2 meter wingspan. It could fly on either a 3S or 4S LiPo battery. I'm going to be using a 2200 milliamp 4S for this flight. Without the battery, it weighs about 54.5 ounces. And with the recommended pack that I'm using, it's just under 64. All right, so here's where you put the battery in the front, and it's got the new top loading, which is very nice. I think one of the really nice things is the new tray that's in here. So where I put my batteries, I stick them just where the front of the battery of my Spectrum 2200 4S is right in line with the frame of the battery tray. So then I'll just wrap that, and then we'll be good to go after I plug it in. As you can see, it's definitely wet on the runway. It's been raining every day for the last week. But on this flight, I'm running at the recommended CG of 84 millimeters, and I'm flying without the optional slats. Might try them in the future, but once they're glued on, they're on for good, so I don't want to do that right this moment. I set my timer for 5 minutes just to be safe. Assembly was a breeze. As you can see in my short, it flies great right out of the box, and those LEDs, I really love them. What they look like in the night sky or during dusk. Alright, now I'm going to try to do a hover. Not my specialty, but hey, gotta learn somehow, right? But as far as flying, I only needed a couple clicks of right trim and a couple clicks in up elevator to get this thing dialed in on the 4S 2200. But it does have tons of power, as you can see. The plane's got metal geared servos. That's a big thumbs up there from me. And the motor is a 2815 900 kV 14 pole brushless outrunner. It's paired with a 70 amp Avian ESC. That seems good to me, but I only have a beginner knowledge in that kind of stuff, so I guess time will tell. Cost-wise, if you're looking to pick one up, it'll run you $399.99 for the BNF version, which is what I am flying, or $319.99 for the plug-and-play. One quick side note, I did factory reset the receiver so I could access all the forward programming features. If you're curious about how to do that, just drop me a comment and I'll make a video to walk you through it. Alright, let's go ahead and practice the landing. Last time I did it, it didn't go so well. I'll include a few clips at the end so you can see what I mean. But again, this thing has so much power and plenty of control authority with those oversized control surfaces. Ooh, that was a little more bumpier than I really would have wanted, but you know, we'll take it. Alright, let's go again. Alright, let's try hover again. This looks a little bit better. Oh. Alright, let's keep on going. Yep, gotta bail out. Alright, well, I think I need to practice some more landings, so let's try that. Let me go around, making another approach, and see what we do. I got the wind. It's kind of coming at me from my left or right. But it's only maybe 2 miles an hour. So, but I'm dropping my flaps to half, and that's just based on what the recommended flap settings were in the manual. So it seemed to be sufficient enough for me. But yeah, it's coming in nice and smoothly. Ooh, yep, still a bump, but looks like I'm getting a little bit better hang of it, understanding where it's going. All right, let's do a couple more, and all right, let's go. Speed going up, looking good. This thing's got like so much power. You just give it a little bit. Oh, there you go. A little backflip. Again, so much power for this plane. It's nice. So it's not as, I wouldn't say it's as stable as one of the 2 meter Super Timber or any of the larger ones, because this is a smaller, more acrobatic one. But man, this thing's coming in nice and smooth again. Just like I said, just a slight wind. But you have those flaps just down just a little bit. You have to come in with the power on just slightly. maybe 30%. And yeah, that's mostly what I was looking for. I really would have liked to kept it straight, but it is what it is. All right, this will be the last one. All right, here we go. Let's do a little roll. Show you the control authority. Yep, very fast, very nice, and that's not even using full span, so it can be even faster. Let's try to do a knife edge. So I'm nowhere near what you would call professional, but you know, everyone's got to start somewhere. So I'm just learning, and you know, gotta practice. All right, try it again. That's pretty uncoordinated, but you know, it is what it is. So, all right, let's set up for another landing approach. Drop my flaps to half. Push the nose down a little bit. Now, bring it in with a little bit of throttle. All right, and that's mostly the landing that I was looking for, so I'll pat myself on the back with that. All right. Future PlaneGuyRC here. Here's some of my rougher landings from the other day that I wanted to show you. Enjoy. I really do enjoy the night timber. You can start to probably see the LEDs on it, so it'll be great once it even gets a little more darker. Some of the things I really enjoy about this plane is how big the control surfaces are, which allows you to do some 3D acrobatics, which I suck at, as you probably saw in the video. But yeah, so I think that's one really good feature. I like that you can also, I haven't personally set this up, but you can also use the flaps as full span ailerons. And then one of the things I really like about this versus some of the other timbers is the new landing gear mount, where it doesn't have that piece in the middle, so you're not going to break that and have to replace them. So far it's held up good to all of my rough landings and everything, so but yeah, it's definitely got enough power to do some hovers and get yourself into some bad situations, but also enough power to hopefully get you out of them. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. All right, thank you. Have a good day, friends.